Welcome to another podcast episode. The pressure to become someone. There's a sentence that follows people around now. Who are you becoming? Sounds motivating, like growth, like ambition. But if you sit with it for a second, it's also a little exhausting. Becoming turned into a job. Everywhere you look, there's a better version of you waiting, healthier, richer, more productive, more confident. The version that wakes up at 5 a.m., reads constantly, has perfect habits, somehow never feels overwhelmed. I don't know that person, but apparently they are doing amazing. The invisible before or after. Even when no one posts it, you can feel it. Before, after. Current you, improved you. Like your current self is just a draft. Something to fix. Something to upgrade. Something that doesn't fully count yet. And that creates a weird kind of pressure. Because improvement is supposed to make life better. But what if it's the reason you can't enjoy it? I found a box of old stuff. A few months ago, I cleaned out an old storage box. Random things, receipts, photos, notes, a broken watch, a book with folded pages. Basically, evidence that older version of me existed. And I noticed something surprising. I didn't miss those versions because they were better. They weren't. They were confused, they made mistakes, they had no idea what they were doing. But they were there, present, alive, engaged. What we might be losing. At some point, we stopped just being people. Now we are projects, brands, systems, optimization, experiments, always trying to improve something, always trying to become something, rarely just existing. Growth versus rejection. This is the distinction that matters. Growth says, I care about myself enough to improve. Rejection says, I'm not enough until I change. From the outside, those look identical. From the inside, completely different. One feels like curiosity, the other feels like pressure. A simple observation. There's a small garden I pass sometimes. Nothing special, just a few plants and a bench. But I've never seen the grander rush anything. Gardener rush anything. No yelling at the flowers, no comparing one plant to another, no you should be growing faster. They just water them, give them sunlight, give them time, and things grow. Maybe we're not that different. Maybe we don't need more pressure. Maybe we need better conditions. More rest, more patience, more honesty, fewer expectations. Growth isn't always about pushing harder. Sometimes it's about removing what's in the way. The internet problem. The internet shows you what's possible, which is great, but it also quietly turns possibility into obligation. You see someone doing something impressive and think, I should be doing more. You see someone happy and think, why doesn't mine look like that? But here's the reality, no one's life looks accurate from the outside. Everyone has invisible struggles, off days, uncertainty. You just don't see it. A different goal. Maybe the goal isn't to become someone else. Maybe it's to become more comfortable being yourself. Less performance, less pretending, less chasing versions that don't feel real. More alignment. What growth might actually be? Not building a new identity, uncovering the ones that's already there, removing layers instead of adding them. If you feel behind, if you feel like you're not where you should be, try this reframe. A tree doesn't grow by pulling itself upwards. It grows by building strong roots first. Final thought. You're allowed to be a work in progress without treating yourself like a problem. You don't need to become extraordinary for your life to matter. Sometimes the hardest and most meaningful things you can do is just be fully yourself and let that be enough. And that's for today's podcast. I hope you have a wonderful day.